Hello YouTube. It's about the middle of April and I just wanted to give you another update on this Black Beauty Ultra Supreme grass seed that I planted last September. As you can see from my yard, I am now in heavy shade. All the trees are in full foliage. Some of these trees probably were here during the Civil War. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I know they're big. I've got one little spot of sunshine, and that's because right there I cut that tree down 2 weeks ago. If I'd not done that, this entire section of my front yard would have been pretty much in full shade 90% of the time. I mean, you can see some little spots of sunlight and they last maybe 10-15 minutes, and as the sun as the earth rotates, not the sun, but as the earth rotates, those spots move. I'm guessing 90-95% shade. I want to come down here and show you what this stuff looks like, even though we've had close to a month of full shade. Look at this. It looks almost like a golf course. I'm not good with my camera. I can't tell if it's focused or not. But these are not clumps. This Black Beauty Supreme is really fine bladed, and it's just everywhere. It's so thick it's almost like a carpet. I didn't put this all over my yard. I put it from the driveway down to the Christmas tree. And then I probably had about 40 feet of Scots, some sort of tall fescue, and it's not doing too well right now. And then up on the hill, that's just winter rye. That's going to go away in another month or two. But this, from the Christmas tree over to the driveway, this is my experiment. Yeah, I cut the tree down. Look at all this sap coming out of this thing. Unreal. All right, let me take a break here and we'll talk a little bit more about this. See these sprinklers? I can't remember what I paid for them. I think it was less than $4 a piece, maybe even less than $3 a piece. They are the absolute best sprinklers I've ever used in my life. If you search my YouTube channel, I don't know how to link anything, but if you search David Deutscher, you'll find some information about these sprinklers. I got them from Target, ordered them from Target, and they're nothing but little plastic sprinklers, but you can see what makes them different than what you'd get at Walmart or some other place. They have that hole in the top that is sort of off center, so you get that helical effect with it. And brother, let me tell you what, I've never seen anything put out as much water as these little sprinklers do with low pressure. Right now I'm on my well. I'm going to come back later on this summer. I've determined that I'm going to install a ram pump. We'll see how that goes. I've never done anything like that before. But I've never been able to water my yard in the summertime, and I've never had even a spot of sunshine after the leaves came onto the trees. So this is going to be different this year. I'm going to irrigate all summer long, and hopefully by next September, when it's a full year, I can say that this Black Beauty Ultra Supreme grass seed is the absolute best I can recommend. So far, so good. In previous videos, I've talked about some of these bare spots. This is where I had not my sawmill, but my saw buck, and moved that around the property depending on what I was cutting. And it pretty much killed all the grass back during the winter. But it seems to be filling in quite nicely. Boy, oh boy. This may not be the best grass in the world, but this is the best grass I've ever had. In the middle of April, from the middle of September, you can do the math, however many months that is. 7 months or so. This is just outstanding. So far, so good, but the verdict's not in yet. We still got a couple more months to go. Keep checking back with me, and another month or two, you know, when weather gets up into the 90s, we'll see how it does. Appreciate you watching. Meanwhile, I think you ought to go ahead and buy you a bag or two of this stuff. Johnathan Green, Black Beauty, Ultra Supreme. Even though I've got heavy shade, it seems that it worked better than the heavy shade grass seed that they sell. That's my personal experience. May not be that way for you, but for me, just get the Johnathan Green, Black Beauty, Ultra Supreme grass seed. Man, at least for 7 months out of the year, you can't go wrong. What else can I say? All right, we'll be back later. Here's an afterthought for all you scientifically minded viewers who were wondering, you know, maybe that bright spot that occurred in my yard after I cut that tree down, compare that with the traditionally shady spots and see what the difference was. Let me tell you, that was a bright spot when I was making my video, but 20 minutes later it's shady again. I do not have a single place in my front yard that gets more than 15-20 minutes of sunshine per day. So scratch that idea. I think it's all what I would call dense shade. So anyhow, next video we'll just see how the whole yard works. Hey, maybe that one little spot that extra 15-20 minutes of sunshine will make a difference. And we'll check in with you when that happens. Thank you again for watching.